Yo, Wild 94.1. I'm here with my man Boss. Too High to Riot tour is officially started. Second date on the stop, right?
Yeah, man. 2 out of 2 sellouts, just, you know.
Sellouts. Florida showing love.
Florida showing a lot of love, man. It's my first shows here, so, you know, I've been blown away just by the reception, man. Like, you know, I did the last winter tour.
With Absol, right?
No, that was, I did the last winter tour. That was just 10 cities, like a month or two after last winter. Which was like, I went out, that was during the summer, and then I went out with Soul in the fall. But, like, I didn't even come to Florida on that tour because, you know, I went to 10 cities. It was like, stepping stones, you know what I mean? So it's crazy to come down and just see the progress and see where the music's going. Yeah, it's a good feeling, man.
And
I've been working a while for this.
I honestly feel like you've been on tour for like 2 years, 3 years straight?
Yeah, like a solid 2
Whether
and a
it's
half,
been
3 years.
Opening with Cole, what do you feel? Obviously, you just did Miami. That was the first stop on the tour.
Yeah.
What's the feeling now that, like, yo, that's my name on top of the marquee?
Man, it's dope. It's not so much, you know, it's my name on top of the marquee. It's more so like I can now be a platform, you know, for artists like Kaz and Earth Gang and Ron Gilmore and the Hicks, the same way people like, you know, Absol and obviously Cole to a bigger extent was, you know, a bigger platform. But just to be where I am now and to be able to, you know, expose artists that I'm a fan of the same way people did that for me. I didn't think it would happen this quick, you know?
Exactly.
So it's cool to be here and be able to just get back to the culture and put our own little imprint on it.
What do you feel is the difference of, because I remember I saw you at UF and you opened up in this huge basketball arena, going from that and doing all those tours and even coming out in the festivals with Cole when he would do Lit to now, and you just did Miami to headline. Like, this is, you're closing out the show, everyone's there to see you, they know the lyrics, they know everything.
Right.
How's that feeling?
It's a different kind of energy for sure. You know, it's not so much about winning the crowd over, winning an unfamiliar crowd over, or, you know, that's what you do when you're out opening up for J. Cole or Absol or whoever you're opening up for. It's an opportunity for you to go and win their fan bases over.
Like, who's that? Who's that?
Right, exactly. So you know going into it that they have to leave feeling like, I want to hear more from this guy. I want to look this kid up, as opposed to, you know, now it's like, yo, I know who he is through his music. I'm here, you know, to share those moments, to share like this song that I've been listening to, this album that I've been listening to for however many months, to really give it a moment. And share that with the fans. It's just an incredible energy, man.
And we were just talking, you spent about 2.5 years on this project.
Yeah.
And then it's finally been out for the past couple months. Did the rollout and everything that's coming, did it exceed expectations? Was it there?
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. To me, it was just always about showing growth. You know, that's from like a personal standpoint. Just as a songwriter, you know, as a musician, I understand just the parameters of creating music a lot better than I did when I made last winter.
100%.
So from a personal standpoint, there was a certain story I wanted to tell, and I wasn't really worried about necessarily how it was received, you know. I just know I wanted to be very honest and very truthful and give some parts of me that I hadn't given in my music before. And it's very rewarding when you do that and people, like, it resonates with them and you see, like, you know, they needed that from you. They really wanted that from you. So, man, definitely, man, Too High to Riot. The whole run's just been a blessing, man. Just to be out here selling out these shows, you know, with some of my closest homies and people I really believe in. I think it's just like the start of our journey, for real.
When you say you and your homies, obviously Dreamville, like, I feel like you guys are the underground label where, as I see, like, when Cole wanted to drop Friday Night Lights, they were like, nah, you guys don't need that. It came out, it was fire.
Right.
When the album came out. I remember when Last Winter came out, a lot of people were like, why isn't this project free? Why isn't this project on Dat Piff?
Right.
4 months later, 5 months later, all these blogs are like one of the most underrated labels, which I feel like that gives you guys confidence that you guys know all the moves that you guys have made. People have said stuff against it, it's all worked out.
Right.
How does that feel? Does that give you confidence when you're going into a new project?
I think definitely more than ever our confidence is sky high, you know, because we stuck to our guns and it worked out for us. You know, no one in our crew is like dropping a record every week. We really like to take our time and craft albums that you can really sit with and remember these moments, these times in your life, whether it's 5-10 years from now. You know what I mean? When you pop it in and be like, yo, remember
when the hustle started?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You remember how Too High to Ride felt. You remember how Friday Night Lights felt, you know? You remember how Cause and Effect, whatever the case may be. You know, Elephant Eyes. Like, everyone is creating projects, like albums. And that's always been, you know, something Cole's always preached pretty much to all of us, you know, which is, it's refreshing to be part of a label that, you know, I mean, it's the only thing I've been a part of, but you hear the horror stories of people dealing with, like, you know, where's the single? Where's the one that sounds like the radio record? You know, when you know what I mean? And we don't have to deal with that. We just have to deal with, yo, make a great album, make a great body of work. It's not about the one song. It's about the great body of work. That's how you sell out shows. You know what I mean? If you have a hot song, people are going to come see you at a club for 10 to 15 minutes. No one wants to see you. You know, I get to go out and do an hour and 15 minutes every day, and it's like just nonstop, just crazy energy. And that's where it comes from. And I think that's part of the Dreamville brand. It's just taking our time and crafting albums we really believe in.
Now, when you guys are in the studio, I'm just curious, who talks the most trash in the studio?
Oh man, probably Ron Gilmore. Ron Gilmore talks a lot of shit.
Well, we saw that. He was very good on the keys. I know
incredible.
The HBO.
That's
the
why
HBO
he can talk
thing.
all that shit. Musically, he's just, you know, unmatched in our crew as far as the music he can create. It's like really beautiful music. He's just incredible with it, you know.
And he produced Matches, right, on the album.
He produced Matches. He produced Penthouse. He produced Methalone. He did like 6 records on the album, and then he played like post-production on pretty much everything else
to fix everything up and do the little tweaks.
Yeah.
I feel like this album, I feel like for last winter, you learned how to create songs, and you were trying to make like a body of work, a full song. I feel like on this album, you beat up the beat, like you were rapping your ass off. You did songs like Dopamine and things like that, Matches, Clouds, the way you were doing little intricate things to go with the beat.
Yeah.
Where's that? Do you feel like your confidence level's grown since last winter, going into Too High to Ride?
100%, and it's grown. A lot of that comes from just touring. You know, I toured last winter for 2 years straight. So there's nothing that's gonna build your confidence more than performing for the people that you're writing these songs for, and seeing them like respond the way you want them to. And then it becomes just about peeling back layers. You know what I mean? The next time I come out and give you an album, I don't want you to feel like you got the same shit I gave you 2 years ago. You know, like you got more of those songs. I want you to feel like you got a new layer of me, like you got to know me a little better, get to know my current mind state or my current lifestyle and how that's changed since the last time we spoke, you know? So that was a big goal for me with Too High to Riot, is just to give people more of myself.
Got you. Now, you know what we need next from Boss? We need some features. Who's someone you want to work with? I need a Schoolboy Q. I need to be honest.
I would love to, man. Shout out to TD. You know, Ali mixed my whole album.
Hey, and
Soul is the guy. You know what I mean? That whole set is nothing but love.
Now, since you brought up TDE, I'm gonna ask you a question. I need you to look straight at that camera.
Right.
Have you seen J. Cole and Kendrick in the studio together? True or false?
True, but it was years ago on the studio bus. This was like Club Paradise tour with Drake type long ago.
That album, it might come out.
And I mean, the joints they did were like, you know,
phenomenal. That was back then.
Yeah, gems. It's just, you know, you're dealing with 2 of the biggest guys in the game that have
labels,
a whole host of you know, in prior engagements and things, you know, work they got to do. As a fan of hip hop, I'm looking forward to it like anyone else. But
some Black Friday freestyles, they did it. That wasn't us.
Yeah.
They put it on SoundCloud and everyone went crazy.
They did.
What's next after this tour? Are we doing festivals? What's the move?
Yeah, I'm doing a few festivals: Pemberton, Lollapalooza, couple other joints throughout the summer. Really, then kind of figure out my fall move. I either want to go to Europe or, you know, see who else is going out on tour and jump on with them.
Got you. Now
just keep spreading this album, keep working this album for sure. It keeps growing, you know, every day. It's cool because it's growing by word of mouth more than anything, which is the dopest part, you know. Like people
just need to listen. You can't listen to Housewives and not go, who's this cat?
Right. Dope. So, thank you, man. Thank you.
Now I gotta ask you a couple bullshit questions. NBA Finals. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, I'm from Cleveland.
Yeah.
I need your prediction. You can be honest. It's okay.
I'm gonna be honest. It's not looking good for y'all, man.
It's not.
I thought going into game one, I was like, this could go either way. But when Steph and Clay don't even score double digits and they still get smoked.
I know, man.
It's
But it's
tough,
just one
man.
game. It's just one game.
It is just one game, but it's something about the makeup of those two teams, you know? Like, I feel like the Cavs would have had a much easier, but they would have had an easier time with the Thunder.
They got too many bodies.
Everybody
too many
can
light-skinned
shoot.
dudes shooting threes.
Yeah, and then Draymond is a four that can just dribble the floor.
Should have got suspended the game. Should have got suspended the game.
Yeah, the legs flying around.
Jesus,
Nah,
man.
I mean,
You got
I like
any words?
Draymond, man. He plays hard.
It's true, but I'm from Ohio. He's a Michigan State guy. Ohio, Michigan. We don't go together.
Yeah, I don't mix.
Any words for Gucci Man now that he's free?
You know, just waiting for the music. I think they just put something out today.
He put something out with Kanye, and I'm making a prediction. He's coming out to Summer Jam tomorrow. That's my prediction.
Oh, yeah,
97. So he's coming out to Summer Jam.
That would make sense.
For the streets. It's for the hood.
That would make sense. I'm looking forward to some new Gucci, man.
So this was Boss, Too High to Riot. If you haven't listened to the album, don't play yourself. Rap album of the year. How does that feel?
Feels right.
Yo, we're out of here. Too High to Riot tour.
One.
Bang.